something about delicious, delightful food, we decided to reach out to the founder and CEO of Theo Chocolate, the only Northwest bean-to-bar chocolate maker. His co-founder, who incidentally was named Theo, hasn't been seen since, although, as I understand it, Theo had this kind of chocolatey smell to him, so I'm not sure. But anyway, please welcome Joe Whinney, everybody. Joe!
Burgers are delicious. So, I'm glad that you reached outside of the film industry, far, far outside of the film industry. By the way, I think the inspiration that I had from watching this film is remarkable. I started my career in the chocolate industry almost 20 years ago, working in and traveling around the jungles of Central America. And as a result, I actually didn't see the film 20 years ago. I actually didn't see the film until I knew that I was coming here. So you have to bear with me. But I did watch it. But thinking that, why would they reach out to me for this sort of, this is a special event. And after our last presenter, I really actually feel awed to be. This is an amazing group of people, and that you want me to accept this. So just to get back at you, I decided, since I don't speak French, to watch this without the subtitles. And I'm going to do an interpretive, my interpretation of the film without subtitles. I'm just kidding. Anyway, so I read one of the, after watching it, and I thought it was an incredible film, and so I read some of the reviews from almost 20 years ago, and one of my favorites was, if you're looking for a strange little tale of romance, and just so people know, you might have had a sense the butcher owns this tenement building in post-apocalyptic somewhere. They speak French, and the French would survive the apocalypse. He's a butcher, and there's not a lot of food around, and so and people in his building are very hungry, and so some of them don't actually make it through the movie, a few of them. And the way that he draws fresh meat to the building is he puts an ad out for a handyman to come, and the handyman then doesn't make it. But his daughter falls in love with one of the handymen, and this is sort of where things start to get a little strange in the movie. But the critics said, if you're looking for a strange little tale of romance, violence, and compassion, then you must watch Delicatessen. Or my presentation. The film is a surreal comedy set in a futuristic post-apocalyptic world where there's an extreme scarcity of food, and therefore grains and pulses are being used as money. Well, I can tell you, and I'm not sure if anybody here has been to Theo Chocolate, but if you come and visit, and we like to have visitors, we have very large equipment, and I get to direct the use of those machines. And the principal design of those machines is to grind things down into small, tiny, digestible bits. So at that moment, I realized it's perfect that I'm actually presenting. This makes a lot of sense. They chose so well because, I have a very large appetite for life. And so this is exactly where I should be. Anyway, I'm honored to be here. I'm honored to be with all of you. This is a movie, if you haven't seen it, if you're a current or an aspiring vegetarian, you must watch it. It's really actually remarkable. It does evoke a unique response from your lower GI. And there's one particular scene in the movie which I found to be inspiring as a business person out there in the world. There's one scene where one of the tenants of the butcher, he's not able to make his rent, and you can he's very concerned, and he has a family and his mother-in-law, and it's torture. I mean, they're trading corn for money. And by the way, if there really is apocalypse, I vote for using cocoa beans. I would probably do pretty well. But so so he's desperate to make rent because he doesn't want to be, the next, chopped liver. And he devises his plan with the butcher, and his mother-in-law actually ends up taking the fall. She doesn't know she is, but she takes the fall for them. And I thought, wow, what an interesting collection program the butcher has. So, please come visit Theo Chocolate. And we have chocolate for you to enjoy.